Guys, I am Victor. Today we'll continue with your series where critics that's within the interest in the chosen book. With the memory of Brazilian teenager in Nazi Germany along with Bernardo Pen and João. So let's go there.
Hi, I'm João, and let's start talking about the author. The author Elizabeth Loyal, graduated in literature, published the book on July 24, 2017, trained in English-German letters and archaeology. Elizabeth Loyal told of keeping a kind of family diary, but he ended up seeing a larger story impose itself and result in the book Memories of a Brazilian Teenager in Nazi Germany, by Editora Melhoramentos.
The history was designed in email conversations between the writer, who lives in Paraná, with her older brother, Rodolfo, who lives in São Paulo, and personally, in these virtual letters, he narrated to her the memories of the most troubled years of his life, from 8 to 18 years old, when he lived in Germany during World War II.
But before I continue, leave a like and subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell. This book costs approximately $5, contain 155 pages. Memories of a Brazilian Teenager in Nazi Germany is an interesting book that tells the truth of history around Brazilian who lived in Germany during the dark period of the Nazi regime. Written in a captivating and emotional way, the book immerses the reader in a story that takes place through the eyes of a Brazilian teenager who moves to Germany and faces the difficulty of getting used to a culture and ideology Brazil, providing a unique perspective on the historic period.
The narrative begins with the family of the Brazilian teenager who decided to move to Germany in search of opportunities. So the family finds itself immersed in the totally unknown context when Nazi regime was already on the rise. The book bluntly portrays the difficult facets by the teenager is his attempts to adapt to a culture and the ideology totally opposite to his Brazilian.
The protagonist's speeches throughout the world show his journey of self-discovery, an internal struggle against the injustice and atrocities committed by the Nazi regime. He describes his daily experiences, from interactions with schoolmates and German neighbors, for the moments of danger and fear faced during World War II. The strength of the narrative lies in the author's ability to convey the anguish and intense emotions that the teenager experiences. His words and reflections convey the feeling of witnessing these historic events and make us reflect on the importance of remembering and learning from the horrors of the past to avoid repetition in the future.
In addition, the book also raises important questions about identity, belonging, and resistance, as the protagonist struggles to maintain his own identity amidst the pressure of the Nazi system. However, while the book offers an intimate and engaging perspective, it is important to note that the work may have some limitations in relation to the broader historical context of Nazi Germany. To obtain a complete and comprehensive view of this period, it may be useful to complement your reading with other sources of information.
Summary: Memories of Brazilian Teenager in Nazi Germany is a powerful read that captivates the reader from the start. Its intense narrative and personal approach to historical events make it an important read for understanding the human impacts of totalitarian regime. However, it's always necessary to consider the historical and contextual nuances when announcing to work as whole. It's about this regime is which the characters passed in this story that we will now talk about.
Germany played a central role in the Second World War, which took place between 1939 and 1945. Under the rule of the Nazi Party, led by Adolf Hitler, the country underwent a political, social, and military transformation. Hitler, a charismatic and ideologically radical leader, managed to consolidate power in Germany in the 1930s.
Hitler's rise to power resulted in aggressive expansionist policies and the quest for territorial domination in Europe. In 1939, Germany invaded Poland, marking the beginning of World War II. In quick succession, the country invaded several other European countries, including France, the Netherlands, Belgium, Denmark, and Norway.
Germany established the axis with other countries, such as Italy and Japan, and moved towards global dominance. However, the Axis forces faced resistance from Allied forces, led by nations such as the United Kingdom, the Soviet Union, the United States, and other allies. The war became a global conflict that affected millions of people around the world.
In the war, Germany was responsible for acts of extreme brutality, including the Holocaust, a mass genocide aimed at the systematic elimination of millions of Jews and other ethnic minorities. In addition, the country fought on several fronts, including the terrible fight on the Eastern Front against the Soviet Union, where the battles were especially bloody and brutal.
However, as the war drew to close, the Allied forces were able to gain the upper hand. In 1945, Germany was on the verge of defeat, and the capital Berlin was captured by Soviet forces. With Germany's unconditional surrender in May 1945, the war in Europe came to an end. World War II had a devastating impact on Germany. The country was divided into two parts during the Cold War: the Federal Republic of Germany, West Germany, and the German Democratic Republic, East Germany. Only after the fall of Berlin, while in 1989 was Germany reunited in 1990.
The war left a legacy of destruction, trauma, and death, but it also served as a historical lesson on the dangers of extreme nationalism, totalitarian ideologies, and the importance of seeking peace and international cooperation to avoid future conflicts. Germany has since worked to confront its dark past and become a nation committed to promoting peace and human rights.
Agora vou falar um trecho marcante do livro. Enquanto eu escrevo essas palavras, sinto o medo e a incerteza tomando conta do meu ser. A Alemanha que era um dia que conheci agora parece envolta em sombras sombrias, onde amigos de infância se tornaram estranhos e a liberdade outrora desfrutávamos é apenas uma lembrança distante.